Welcome back inside Arizona Daily Mix. November is National Adoption Month, and did you know that 16,000 children are waiting right here in Arizona to be adopted? That's a large number, but here to break it down and tell us a little bit about the insight of what maybe you can do if you're looking to adopt, we've got Tammany Sheldon. She's the Program Director of Foster Care and Adoption, Arizona Children's Association. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And we got two handsome dads here. This is fantastic. We've got Edwin and Christian Masones. Masones. Thanks for being on the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
This is nice. So I'm going to start with you, Tammany. First of all, tell us a little bit about the organization you work with and what you do to really help these individuals get the children that they're looking for.
Well, Arizona's Children's Association is a statewide agency. We provide the foster care and adoption services, but we also have a wide range of services that will kind of help the family once the child's placed in the home, behavioral health services, and a plethora of different things that the families can tap into. We do lots of recruitment within the communities to try to bring families in to kind of talk about the foster care and adoption world. It is a lengthy process.
Yeah.
And there's a lot involved. And so sometimes that kind of scares families off from really getting more information about it.
And I think sometimes people have the open heart and the open mind. They want to do
Absolutely.
this, but they stumble themselves because they don't ask the questions. They don't seek out the information properly. So what are some of the things you're finding as a challenge in order to help people get to that point of actually adopting a child?
It's a large commitment. It's a huge commitment from go.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with families, or children, I'm sorry, that have been traumatized. There's trauma that's involved, and that relates in the behaviors that children express. And so that becomes a challenge with families. And so the commitment has to be there.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest barrier.
And we got the commitment here with Edwin
Absolutely.
and Christian, and I want to thank you guys again for sharing your story, because a lot of people look at you, especially in the gay community, and say, how are you doing this? Is there a lot of hurdles that you have to jump through? So tell us maybe some of the obstacles that you had to deal with to get to where you are today, or if there was any obstacles.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit different than what we were expecting. We reached out to Arizona's Children because it was local in Gilbert, and we just got a little bit of basic information, and I think the reality set in was this wasn't going to be as difficult as we thought it was going to be.
Nice.
So we thought, being a same-gender couple, that it was going to be a hurdle, and actually we went in to every single session going, you know, hey, we're two guys, is that okay? And they were very accepting of it. And once we realized the influence that we really had on the community for it, that's when we realized, like, this was a good step for us, and it was perfect working with.
Nice. And Christian, did you guys know right off the bat, did you wanted boys?
Yes, we definitely knew that we wanted two boys between the age of 4 and 6. We kind of started looking at our friend that we knew, and she had 2 boys that we were definitely very interested in adopting. So we kind of went into it knowing the boys we wanted to adopt.
Okay. And when you got your first child, what was the experience like? Was it overwhelming? Was it exciting? Was it terrifying? I mean, I could only imagine.
It was a little bit of both.
Okay.
So I think the biggest thing was you can only prepare as much as you can when you have a newborn, right?
Yeah.
You can do as much reading, as much as everything, but until they're placed in your home, it's very different. So it was a lot of learning.
And what were, Tammany, what were some of the things that you actually had to help walk them through to really say this is the realization of what you're getting into? Was there anything specific that you had to help them with, the guys?
Well, the training that's provided for foster care is the first biggest commitment to getting a child placed in your home.
Okay.
Excuse me. Once a child's placed, then that's when all the questions start coming. And Arizona's Children's Association does a lot of work within the gay community, and so we specifically have a support group available as well for the parents that are brand new to this. So those are some of the biggest things that we have in place to support.
And you're seeing more gay couples from our community having this open heart and saying, I think I can do this?
Absolutely.
Nice.
So in the last several years, Arizona's Children's Association has done quite a bit of recruitment within the gay community, just because we feel like there's a huge pool of people that are not being tapped into. Not only that, there's also a lot of people that believe they really can't do it because of their orientation.
Yeah, their gender. Well, you know what? You guys are doing it, and you're doing it well. So we want to bring in the kids right now so we can see them. Okay, so tell us who's who.
All right, so this one's Kyson. You want to say your name? Say hi.
Kyson.
And this is Lyric.
Lyric, how you doing? I see you found our stuffed animal. Well, I commend you guys. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You're opening the door for somebody else that's maybe watching right now that thought, I don't think we can do this, but maybe they can, and then they can get a hold of you, Tammany, and get the information and have 2 beautiful kids in their home.
Got it. Thank you.
Look at he's so cute. He sees himself on TV. Oh my goodness. More of Arizona Daily Mix when we get back, and there's also a link on our website, aztv.com, if you want more information. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.